friends, so I have been getting a lot of requests to talk about the situation that happened with 22-year-old Riley in Nashville, Tennessee. If you guys do not know about this situation, I'm going to tell you guys all about it. And then at the end, I'm going to tell y'all a bunch of theories about what possibly happened. And then I'm going to tell you guys my opinions as of now. However, things are changing rapidly. Like I literally just an hour ago saw something new that came up on Facebook, which kind of changed everything. So before we get into this video, if you guys don't already know me, hi, my name is Christina. Other platforms that you can find me on is Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm on Like to Know It, and I'm also on Patreon. All of those links are down in the description box. Since this situation is literally actively happening, I feel like I'm not going to be doing the whole intro and all of that. So I'm just popping in here. I'm going to update you guys. So real quick to catch you all up, if you guys don't know, Riley is a 22-year-old young man who is a college student at the University of Missouri. So he is this college student. He's in a fraternity there, and him and about 200 different guys from the fraternity and the college ended up taking a trip to Nashville, Tennessee for their spring formal. So you got a young man in college, 200 of his friends or different guys from the school taking this trip to Nashville. They're going to go down to Broadway and, go hang out for their spring formal. And it just really sounds like it's going to be a good time. Well, Riley ended up going missing that night, and nobody has seen him since the evening of March 8th. Now, there is some surveillance footage, there's some cell phone pings, and we're going to go over all of that. But real quick, what we know about Riley is everybody that describes Riley said he is truly the sweetest, most gentle young man. I mean, I even saw where somebody said that he's just like so kind that he is almost like a childlike kindness.
Dismiss his attitude. Dismiss everything about him. He's a good kid.
He's also very, very close with his family. And the night that he went missing at about 7:40 p.m., he actually FaceTimed his mother while he was out, told her that he loved her. She told him to be safe and that she loved him. And then they got off of the phone. So that's how close he even is with his mom, that he FaceTimed her while he was out with his friends. The group was staying at Tempo Hotel on Rosa L. Parks Boulevard. When the group left the hotel that evening, they went to Miranda Lambert's bar first. They spent a little over an hour there, and then they went to Garth Brooks' bar, and this is where he actually FaceTimed his mom. After the FaceTime call, they all left to go to Luke's 32. This is when something strange happened. At around 9:35, 9:40-ish p.m., the security team came over to Riley and asked him to leave. Now, they would later put out a statement saying that it had to do with conduct issues.
The bartender just said he'd been overserved. And when they took him out, his friend was trying to go out with him, but they would not let him at that point.
That at Luke's 32, they only served him one drink and 2 glasses of water. So it's not like he was at this bar just drinking. There, he only had 1 drink and 2 glasses of water. Now, when he left Luke's bar, allegedly his fraternity brothers or friends had tabs open, so they could not just immediately leave. So after Riley left the bar, he began to call his friends and tell them that he was going to go back to the hotel, which looks to be about a 10-minute walk from Luke's 32 back to their hotel, Tempo by Hilton. Later that evening, when all of the fraternity brothers got back to the hotel, nobody really noticed that he was gone, I believe, until the next morning. And this is when they started to look for him, and they could not find him. This is when the police ended up getting involved, and then later security footage would be pulled. When the security camera was looked at, it showed him walking on 3rd Avenue, which makes it seem like he took a wrong turn somewhere back when he was on his way to the hotel. Riley's stepfather would say that he cut across the parking lot, and you could see him in the video go down, like he tripped or he fell, he bumped into something, and that seeing him like that was pretty disturbing. They also said that he made it as far as they know to James Robertson Bridge, and that is the critical time when things went dark. There was no other video of Riley after that, and his Life 360 app pinged for the last time near James Robertson Bridge at around 9:53 p.m. So you got about 20 minutes-ish from when Riley left the bar to when his phone last pinged over by that bridge. This is when things get even more bizarre. There are a lot of theories that are going around because now Riley has been missing for over a week. His mother and his parents have been down there searching for him.
I haven't talked to my boy for over a week. And it's hard.
I love it. I love you so much. And we're trying so hard to find you.
Yeah, we just want you to know we're not giving up on you. We're still here waiting on you.
Cousins have been searching for him. I mean, everybody has been searching for him. There's a lot of people that believe that he could have stumbled from possibly drinking into the water. There's other people that have looked at the security camera footage and seen a black car and believe that this black car was following him. And then there's this other strange theory, but now it may not be as strange as a lot of people thought at first. See, the area that he disappeared in, or it went like his phone went dark in, there's an area down there called Tent City where there is a lot of homeless people, or there's a homeless community. There was a woman that spoke out on a YouTube channel who said that she was volunteering down in Tent City after Riley went missing, and she saw a homeless person wearing Riley's shirt. As a matter of fact, she said that it stood out to her because the shirt that he had on was very bright. You know, it was like light colored on one side, cream, almost white. And when she volunteers down there, nobody has clean clothes, much less like a brand new bright white shirt. And the shirt that he had on was very distinct. As a matter of fact, she described the person that had the shirt on because she said that he was pulling like this wagon behind him and that she's seen him before and she had never seen that shirt. And it really took her by surprise.
On Sunday, when I was feeding the homeless down by the Cumberland River, it's where what they call Tent City. We were handing out our water and our food, and there was a young man on a bicycle who had on extremely dirty pants, brown shoes, and had on like a half zip-up hoodie is what it looked like. That was very dirty, and had a clean collared white shirt with a dark colored pocket on it. I don't remember if it was black, blue, brown, but it was very distinct because it was the different colored pocket, and his shirt was bright white. He was filthy, as a lot of them are generally fairly dirty, and you don't see a lot of bright white shirts. If they do have on white, it's very discolored. And so I mentioned to one of the girls that was with me when he walked off, I said, oh, he must have got a new shirt. So anyways, when I seen the information last night, I called her and I said, do you remember the guy, on the bike with the shirt we gave the water to? He wouldn't take food. He just kept taking bottles of water and kept his head down. And she said, yeah, I do. I said, did you get a picture of him? Because we take photos and post from where we feed.
Right.
So she said, she looked, she didn't have a photo of him. So she said, call the other girl. So I called the other girl. The other girl remembered him as well.
Right.
And she went through her photos. She only had a photo of the back of him. So I did not see the young man that was missing. I want to be very clear about that. I did not see him. But it was a very distinct shirt that he was wearing.
Right.
And, the Tent City's not too far from downtown. Someone could have found the shirt and put it on. I don't know. But I just thought somebody ought to know about it. And I did call in to the non-emergency number last night and let them know.
So there was this thing going on, like, could that be it? How would this person get his shirt? All of these different things swirling. But a lot of people still believe that it had something to do with the water down there. As a matter of fact, on the day that I'm filming this, which I'm filming this on Saturday, March 16th, there was a call in to 911 where somebody said that they saw a body floating in the water. Well, the police went down there, the investigators went down there, and they began to skim the water. So far as me filming this, they've only been able to find a lot of big branches and debris in the water, but no signs of Riley. And so at this point, people are just really unsure. But a lot of people think that maybe when he was stumbling and he fell, maybe he hit his head and then fell into the water. And of course, his parents and his family are desperate to figure out what's going on with him. But then something even more strange happened. Somebody that was allegedly boots on the ground down there, searching around down there in Tennesse, trying to talk to the people down there and the community down there to see if anybody had seen him or which way he maybe stumbled, and made this post on Facebook. So tonight I went and searched for information down at the camp about Riley Strain and found out that yes, someone had his shirt. I also found out some mind-blowing information about that night and about events that transpired with the person who was seen with his shirt. I have gotten with the police and investigators, and I'm hoping that by tomorrow, this information will lead to the location of the shirt and what happened. I honestly had no idea that I would come across what I found, but I was shocked to the point I had to get with Metro immediately. I will share more information once they have done their investigating, so nothing is compromised. Please keep his family in your prayers. Now, of course, when people saw this post, they were just flabbergasted. And as a matter of fact, recently this clip came out from somebody who was allegedly down in that area and said that they seen Riley.
Commotion. We looked back up. He almost fell over. The last bush right there caught him. He was very, very, very intoxicated, I guess. I mean, it was stumbling harder I've never seen anybody stumble that hard before.
At first, when I heard the shirt theory and listened to the interview, the shirt theory at first I thought, okay, no, I don't know if I necessarily believe that. But then when I heard the woman speaking on the YouTube channel, I thought, man, she's given a lot of details and she's spitting them out like it's coming out of her memory. You know, it's not just like, yeah, I seen somebody with a shirt. She was really giving a lot of details. So I thought, maybe there's something to that. But I was still thinking the water, but does the water just drop off there? And as I began to research, I found that yes, the water under the bridge actually just kind of drops off, as you guys can see here in this video. However, another really difficult part about this is if some way, somehow Riley ended up in that water, whether he tripped and fell, whether he stumbled down there, whether somebody saw an opportunity and took it and he was put in that water some way, somehow. The 911 was not called until 1:46 p.m. the following day. So if he was in that water, there's no telling where he could have been by the time the authorities were even made aware that he was missing. I do want to say this too, though. People that knew Riley said that they have drank with him before. Obviously, he was in college, he was in a fraternity. They've never seen him act the way that he was acting on that surveillance footage. Maybe he just had more to drink that night, but it's also been speculated that somebody could have slipped something in his drink. And I cannot even imagine the physical and emotional pain that Riley's mom and family is going through, especially seeing these videos and seeing him walking all alone. Oh my goodness. When I hear about these cases like this, especially as a mother, I know a lot of y'all out there are mothers or your grandparents, or maybe you have your nieces or nephews, or maybe you are in college. You really, how much safer can you expect for your college student to be than to go off with 200 friends, right? You're not worried about a lot when they're traveling in that large of a group, and then knowing that Riley was with his fraternity brothers. I mean, you're expecting that everybody's going to look out for each other and protect each other. However, when alcohol is involved, sometimes things can, take unexpected turns. I'm not here pointing the finger at the fraternity brothers. I'm sure right about now, they have a million things running through their mind that they wish that they would have or could have done differently, but nobody would have expected this. I dang sure wish that the bar, the way that he was stumbling on the security camera footage, I surely wish that the bar would not have just put him out the door alone. I wish that they would have been able to sit him outside and get him in a cab to go home or something like that. Whatever happened, they asked Riley to leave and they escorted him out by himself. And then he got disoriented and didn't make it back to the hotel. So sad. You guys let me know what y'all think down below. If you have any real information on Riley Strand's whereabouts, please contact the Metro Nashville Police Department. This is the number here, 615-862-8600. The case number is 24-01-65752. If there's any updates, I will either update you guys in the community tab or make another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.